Can you unmute and share?
Guys, how are you?
Hello, how are you?
Wonderful. Hey, you know what? I come from a background in corporate America. I've been in retail. I helped a company take 300 retail stores to 1,000 stores. I'm not the stay-at-home mom, obviously, or the stay-at-home dad like everybody. I hear a lot of great stories, but I was in the world where I was in corporate, and they own you, at that level of leadership in the company. And I have five beautiful kids. I live in California, but I would leave California every Monday morning, fly to wherever I need to go, and then come home on Friday. But the day didn't really end there. If you guys that are in corporate or have a job that works 24/7, the job was 24/7. But one day they came into my office after I gave them 25 years of my life, which was my whole life, right? I'm 57 years old now. And the reality is they came into my office and said, we're eliminating the role, we're restructuring the company. If you're in corporate, you know exactly what that means. It means like, hey, somebody's losing a job. And if they're telling you, believe it or not, I was the guy that actually did a lot of the sign-offs for people to lose jobs. But it was happening to me. That was the shocker. Like I got to tell you, at 55, being told you don't have a career anymore, it is. If you ever been in it, ever lost a job, it is defeating. There's ego, there's pride that you have, that you get up every day and do all the things you're supposed to do. Sit down, shut up, and listen. As a kid, that my daddy would tell me, sit down, shut up, listen. You won't get hurt, right? Go to school, get good grades. Marry, raise some kids, get a home, and then retire. Well, I did all those things. So when they came into my office, they said, here's your plan A or plan B. You have 30 minutes to make a decision. Why do I share the details of that? Because it's just a feeling that just really flat out sucks. And there's a lot of people in this day and age today that think that's all there is. I've never done an MLM. I've never done an online business. But I got to the point where after being home, I got offered a couple of jobs. I actually was offered some really good career corporate jobs where, I almost decided to move my whole family to North Carolina, or I had interviews in other states. They flew me out there for these interviews from California. So I got offered these things, but there was one thing that was really in my head. Why am I going to do this crap all over again? Like, really, why am I going to do this all over? I just gave somebody 25 years of my life, and they said they really didn't need you anymore. Like, where's your worth? Where is that? I mean, so if you lost a job, you know exactly what. I don't care if you've been there for 2 years or 25 years, you know the feeling. But just at 55, who's going to hire me per se again? Like, I know my role was very specific in what I did, and we did it really good. However, at 55, it's like, again, who's really going to hire you and who's going to pay you what you're worth per se for that role? So for me, I was home for 8, 9 months, and I finally just said, I got to do something at home because I'm pissed. Like, I got to share with you. I was mad. I was furious that someone did that to me after I did all those things. Having 5 kids, not going to the sporting events. I mean, I did a video in content where I got to go to my son's school for the first time. Out of 5 kids, I was able to go to one of those kids' first day of high school. 5 out of 25 years, and I went to one. I got to tell you that day, we can talk about all the money. We can talk about all those things. They are great. We are blessed, and absolutely, we have a product that is in highest demand that you can possibly imagine. We get all that. But see, for me, I will never forget that first day of his high school, volunteering down there. And the sad thing about it to me that I saw, there was only like 4 dads that were there all day out of like 40 moms. Now, I'm going to say one thing to you dads. You deserve to be with your kids. Your kids need you more than you think. Because I would tell you the conversations, if you could be around to the conversations, what I have with my children and the relationship that I did not have with my own parents is unimaginable. Like the conversations that we have, and to hear that my 2 oldest daughters that are in their 30s were pissed at me because I never went to the game. But see, they understand. They understand that we have to take care of our bills. But I'm just here to share with you, and everybody else is here to share with you. there's a different way than when we were taught as we grew up. We were told to go get jobs, get good careers. That's how we were raised. That's all. There's nothing wrong with that, but that's all we knew. Today, it doesn't work that way. Entrepreneurs, man, that's what you really will become in this if you take that choice, which I think you should. The benefits, I can tell you about all the tax benefits. I can tell you all those great things because everything's a write-off, it seems like. And I mean, it is unimaginable that when your tax guy comes to you and says, you're making too much money, you got to spend it or you're going to lose it. That is a neat, surreal conversation to have with your tax guy. But I got to tell you, it's a really cool problem to have. And I really will leave it on this note. I hit over 200,000 just recently. And I've been doing this 14 months. I do work 2 to 3 hours a day, but by choice. My passion is simply this. I'm going to do whatever I can do to help all the dads, all the moms, all the people that sit there and say, I'm done. Like, I am done. See, people change in many ways, but one of the things is I didn't do this business per se for money. The money is a byproduct. Be clear on that. The money's great and all, but the time that I get with my children as a dad and the conversations that I've heard my kids tell me, like they were mad at me. And I'm like, that's just like gut wrenching to you to sit there and say, you didn't go to my game. You told me you were going to be there, but they understand now. But to hear those conversations, for me, it's time. I really do. I golf almost every day. I'm living a goal. I'm living a dream right now. I am actually qualified for the Champions Tour, which is the men's professional over 50 to golf. I never saw that in my wildest dreams. I never could tell you I'm telling you, you dream again, you build better relationships with your kids, and you're helping other people see there's a different way to earn an income. See, that's all this is. We're just showing you a different way to earn income, to get your time back, to love on your family, date your wife again, and by God, go golfing every day. I don't know how else to say it. And my story is as typical as the ladies. I didn't make any money for 3.5 months. Hear me. I didn't make any money for 3.5 months, but I will share something with you. The mentoring, the coaching, I did all. I did not ask any questions to my mentor. Like, how crazy is that? There are people here that want you to be successful. They're giving of their time so you can be. Your number one goal from any of these people that are going to help you guys mentor and help Michelle mentor and all that stuff in the community is to help you be successful. To help you be successful. I mean, you can ask anybody in the community. We have so many mentoring calls, live, recorded. You miss them, we got you. There is something that is so powerful about a bunch of people, over 20,000 people going in one direction. Do not miss this. It's a bunch of people that want to see you succeed. Their priority, their whole goal is to help you get to where you just got to plug in. You have to be coachable. You have to be consistent. Please, for the love of God, be authentic self that you are. Be the blessing that you are. Have patience and grace. I talk about it all the time because you may screw it up. Perfect. Screw it up. Perfect. Guess what? We're here to help you, pick you up, and cheer you on. That's okay. We're going to help you. So I'll leave it on that note. I'll just say it's been 57 years old. I've never gone back to the corporate world again after 25 years, and I couldn't be more happier. And I only wish that for you as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing, and congratulations, 200K after 3 months of not making any money. What a story, because most people are impatient and they would have quit, right? And so I love the fact that you had the vision and you focused more on the vision and you knew it was going to work. You just had to get through the process to get it to work for you. So congratulations. I love it. Now, you guys, what I want to do real